Hi, Tom.
Hey, Jerry, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
What are you up to now?
Well, today we're going to do a swordfish with balsamic vinegar glaze, and I'm going to make it on shish kebab rods, and there will be a little bit of fennel, and this is fennel. Oh, smell that, Tom. Anise.
Oh, yeah.
I love this stuff. Okay, and then with a little bit of tomato, and it's going to go into the oven. Now, why the oven? Why not on the grill? Well, it can also go on the grill. So it can be done either way. It can go on the grill. It can actually, if you want, you could do it in a saute pan, though I would prefer to do it in the oven or a grill. Now, when I say in the oven, you'll notice that I have a grill pan, and there is a grill grate here, and shish kebab skewers, my favorite kind.
And I notice you're using flat ones so everything doesn't spin around.
That's exactly right. And why aren't I using wooden ones?
Well, they burn.
They burn like hell. So
well, these burn too if you don't put something on your hands when you pick them up.
Oh, that is
hot.
Exactly right. So what we're going to do here is this is going to be my cooking surface, and that's going to go into the oven. And we're going to do this, and I'm going to show you how to make the glaze.
All right.
And
so I'm going to get out of here and let you go to work.
Okay. Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
Okay. Glaze. 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Okay, tablespoon of Dijon mustard. 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Oh, wow, this is going to be something. That sword is sitting there with a smile on its tail. Three tables. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. What else do we have here? 3 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Balsamic vinegar happens to be one of my favorite vinegars. I just like the sweetness to it, and I just like the complexity of it. And so we're going to do 3 of this, and there's a 1, and there's a 2, and there's a 3. Okay. And the final thing is olive oil. And we're going to use 2 tables of olive oil. One and 2. And the final things that we're going to use is we're going to do a little bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper. But first we got to mix this stuff up. So we take our little spatula here, the baby spatula, and we mix it up until we get ourselves some uniformity here. And the question, of course, is how do we know whether this tastes good? I mean, did we just make something and waste our time with something that doesn't particularly taste good? Well, the answer, of course, is we don't know until we taste it. So we make sure that we've got a nice dispersion here. And I'm a big finger guy. Okay. Well, I would say we need a little bit more balsamic and just a tiny bit more mustard. And why do I want more mustard? Because I want to use the mustard as an emulsifier. And it's really important to use the mustard to keep things together. So that goes in there. And I want to balsamic a little bit more. I think I'm going to be generous and put in 2 tables. 1 table. 2 table. Done. Now you're going to say, did he get it right this time? He certainly didn't get it right the first time. Okay, well, we're going to find out in a minute, aren't we? Okay, it's starting to emulsify nicely now. I'm seeing less olive oil. Okay, we'll get out my tester. Done. It's where I want to be. Tom, you're going to love this sucker. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take, I can either do one of 2 things with the swordfish. I can cut it up into cubes right now, or I can take and put my marinade on it and put it into my glass dish here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it into cubes. If you'll notice, this is about 1 inch thick. And I have one of my handy dandy knives, which of course is sharp because I only work with sharp knives. And we're going to look at this, see how nice it cuts through. Now the question that you should be asking is, what's this dark thing here? Well, this is part of the center of the swordfish steak, and it's called the bloodline. Now the question is that edible? Well, it is edible, but it's a little bit stronger. So the question comes down to, do we want to eat it or not? And a lot of people don't like to eat it, but I happen to like it because I like the flavor. Now, one other thing that needs to be done is that the swordfish has a thick layer of skin here. Now, in general, you don't eat it. So how do we get rid of it? Well, we take it, and we have a thin piece here. So we're going to take our knife, and we're going to run the knife between the skin and the flesh, and we're going to slowly get the skin off. And I am slowly getting the skin off. And there's a little technique to this, because the skin doesn't particularly want to leave its piece of fish. So, but you'll notice that I haven't taken off too much meat. And the reason is, it's called technique. That's how we learn things. Okay, we're going to go back to here and cut our cubes again. And we're going to make some little blocks about an inch or so. And there's another one, and another one, and another one. And we're going to make it some more out of this. Now, what are we going to, what can we do with the skin? Not an awful lot. So we're not going to worry about the skin. And we're just going to take these things and put them into our container here. Now you got this real dark piece. Now for those of us that happen to like that, as far as I'm concerned, that's one of the nice pieces. So I'm saving that for me. The fish, the more flavor you're going to get from the glaze. Done. Okay, what about this thing? Well, that's the skin. We're not doing nothing with the skin. So now we've got to do our marinades. So we mix our marinade a little bit. Then we pour our marinade a little bit. And you can save a little marinade in case while you're cooking, you want to pour a little bit of it on there. But remember, this marinade here has not had swordfish on it. This marinade in here has had swordfish on it. Do not use this marinade. Do not use it on the swordfish. Okay. Look at that. A thing of beauty. Let's just smell. Oh, yes, it smells balsamic-y. All right. Okay, so we now have our balsamic glazed swordfish. You learned a couple of things. You learned about the how to remove the skin, and you notice that I didn't waste much of the meat as I removed the skin. The skin is, it's not as easy as if you're going to take the skin and fillet a salmon. All right, so what else did we learn? We also learned how to make a very simple vinaigrette using balsamic, olive oil, mustard, and lemon juice. A little tiny bit of salt and pepper on either side, and that was it. And we now have it on a lovely little white plate here, and as far as I'm concerned, it looks pretty damn good. So what I would like to do is, if my associate Tom would like to come over here, I would be happy to serve Tom a...
Well, I'll be over because I can't wait to try some of this.
I thought Tom would probably want to come.
The smell is unbelievable.
Come over. So, but look at the colors. Look at the red. Look at the white flavor.
Well, I think the red intensified more when you cooked it than it was raw.
Absolutely. There it is, Tom.
All right, let's try this.
And you know something? I may have one.
Go right ahead. Be my guest.
Thank you. It's good? Now, how do you get these things off here? Well, you can do what I was just doing, and you can push it off like that. What?
It's beyond good.
Well, I'm glad. Or you can do the upside down method, which is just take it like this, pull and let it fall. Pull and let it fall. And pull and let it fall. And that's it, guys. That's how it's done. Now let's see if whether Tom was right. First, let's try a piece of sword. Oh, yeah.
Tell me that's not good.
That's delicious. Now, we didn't marinate it very long. If we had marinated it for a half hour, you would have gotten more balsamic flavor. But you still are getting some balsamic flavor. That's what you really wanted. What's the purpose of all these glazes and things? It's to add flavor, color, and to make things attractive. As far as I'm concerned, this is a pretty attractive dish. Even the fennel's good. So,
Oh, I'm not going to tell everybody where to find us. I'll have it on the bottom of the screen. So, bon appetit.
bon appetit. We will see you the next time we do Delicious and Nutritious. We hope you enjoyed it. Please come and visit us. Tell your friends about it.